out to sit here and share with you because they've all filled my heart with love and pride. I can truly say, however, that I have always loved you, Sarah, even before you were born. The first time I saw you, 10 toes, 6.5 pounds, and those big, bright, beautiful eyes, well, you took my breath away. The very next image I have is you, Sarah, babe, with your thumb in your blankie. And it was for the next 7 years. A girl who knew what she wanted. Never forget your first stage performance. You were around 3 years old. You were right at home at the stage and telling other people what to do. I should have known what was to come. What about your first soccer game? There was that classic question, Daddy, what am I supposed to do? Well, you found out and the rest is history. What about Mrs. Scobo's 5th grade class play, Tucker Release? Winnie Foster. Well, you surprised everyone. I can still hear Mrs. Scobo asking, where did you get that from? Well, however, I knew and never doubted your stardom. Then there's Anne Frank. Didn't seem to bother you that you were following your sister, the actor. You made that part your own and you were recognized as such. And very successfully, I will add. Your career-defining moment. Well, that's easy. That was helping with Laura's graduation party. You were beyond awesome, Sarah. Choosing a college. There was no contest there. One and done. Kyoka, here we come. I clearly remember the day that I realized you could carry on a conversation with an adult. There was no need for me to help or prompt you along. You were clearly in charge, at ease, and with such poise and confidence. I remember first standing back with amazement and then with pure pride. I just stood there and smiled. College is where you blossomed into a beautiful young woman. Take advantage of all that the college life had to offer. That's where you really showed everyone what you were made of and what you could do. SIFE, Sarah Piccato, Senior Organization Communication Major. Sarah, that still brings me to tears when I think about you standing there. Just so much love and pride. And what a trooper you were when you broke your finger and you had to do your presentation and still received a standing ovation. And then that absolutely wonderful graduation day. That was awesome. I really don't have words to describe how I felt when I saw you leading your class. It was just a great day. Then after that, you came home and stayed with us while you were job searching. And then putting up with some of those blankety-blank jobs. And had enough of that, you packed up your bags and you moved to Rochester to make your own way in this big world. There are so many Sarah moments I would love to share with you and let you know that I remember every single one of them. But don't have that time. They all made you into the person that you are today. I found the following verse, and please humor me, I want to read it for you because it seems like it was written exactly for you. Today and always, please know that I see you. I see the path that you've made that's all your own. I see the many unique talents and gifts you have to share, your brilliance, your enthusiasm, and how deeply you care and hurt sometimes. I see your hard-earned wisdom, your soft, pure innocence, your courage and compassion, your unconditional goodness. I see what a difference that you make in this world, and I hope you know how very much I love you and how proud I will always be to have a daughter as wonderful as you. I love you, Sarah. Happy 30th birthday.
Okay, it's really hard to think of just one story to share about you. There are too many beautiful, funny, and just defining moments. I am so blessed that you are my sister and my absolute best friend. You're always so true to yourself and the most caring, selfless person that I know. My sister's a rock star. I'm not going to finish the rest because I think it's inappropriate, but you know what I'm about to say. Love you.
Hi, Sarah. On your 30th birthday, you're probably celebrating all the decisions, people, and events that really shaped your life. But I'd like to share with you a quick story about how you really impacted my life. I remember when I was in middle school, you were in high school at the time, and you attended a Young Life camp over the summer. And you came back from camp and shared this awesome video with me, told me stories about your experience, and got me excited about not just the club, but exploring my faith a little bit more and figuring out who I am as a person. And you encouraged me that fall and over the course of the next year to join Young Life, to go to club, go to campaigners, and that really impacted who I am today and what I've become. And I want to thank you so deeply for touching my life in that way.
Hey Sarah, when I think about you, I think about your infectious smile and your laughter. You have a way of brightening up every room that you walk into, and you always have a good story to share or a good photo to show. And you're also super enthusiastic about life. You are involved in so many different groups and clubs and organizations. And what that says to me is that you really care about people. And that's really apparent to the people that you're close to, including your family. I'm so thankful that I'm a part of that group. I'm so thankful to be your sister-in-law. And I'm even more thankful that you're my friend.
Hey Sarah, this is difficult for me because there's so much I'd like to say, but I'll try to keep it short. First, it seems like only yesterday you were just a little girl, and suddenly it's 30 years later and you're almost 5 feet tall. Second, I want to thank you for always being so thoughtful and sweet to me, especially every year when you let me know it's National Donut Day. Third, I'm glad you keep in touch with me by texting and sending me photos all the time. It's really great because I get to see you trying so many different beers every week. But seriously, I want you to know that I'm very proud of you. Not only for your accomplishments in the classroom and on the soccer field and at the workplace, but also for the kind and caring person that you are now and always have been. Whether you're volunteering to support a cause in Rochester, traveling somewhere to meet up with old friends, or coming home to celebrate a special occasion with the family, you're always kind and caring enough to make time for other people. Happy 30th birthday, Sarah. I love you.
Sarah, when I think of you, I think of how beautiful, how lovely, how intelligent. I just adore you. I'm so happy you're my granddaughter. I couldn't have asked God for a better person. And to me, you're the best, sweetheart. And have a great day. Enjoy your day. And you're just terrific. And I just love you. And I wish you the best in the world, sweetheart. And take care of yourself. And just be yourself, and you'll always be happy. Love you, sweetheart. Bye.
Surprise! Happy 30th birthday, Sarah. I can't believe we're 30. Welcome to the club. 30 and fabulous, of course. Just wishing you all the best. Hope you have an awesome month, day, year, and everything else in between. And we've had an awesome, turn it into Paula. Luckily I have Kevin Little over here to keep me in line. But, we've had an awesome run the last 30 years, and I can't wait to celebrate every other milestone and everything with you for the next, 100 years. Because I just love you, and love that you're, my best friend, my partner in crime. And, I've always had so much fun celebrating every event with you, especially your birthdays at Brew at the Zoo. But it feels like we were just at McMurphy's yesterday celebrating your 21st and ripping those Patron shots. But I hope you have an awesome 30th birthday, and hope you do something wild and crazy just embrace this new chapter and milestone. All the best to you. Mwah. I absolutely love you. My little Sarah Bear, and Sarah Marie. You rock. I love you. I know I can't say that enough. I miss you so much. Come visit anytime. Come on vacation to Tampa, please. God bless you. Love you. Again, another love you. All right. Mwah.
I've been trying to come up with one story that best talks about our friendship. But after 20 plus years of being best friends, that's very hard to do. So I'll just pick a few to talk about. I can talk about when we were in 6th grade together, and that's when our best friendship started. I could talk about our Radio Disney time together, playing games with all those kids and dancing our hearts out at those concerts. I could also talk about all those soccer tournaments that we went on with our brothers, especially the Canada trips. Those were always the best. It was even better when we got to laugh at each other for falling up the stairs. How can I forget our 16th birthdays when we blindfolded, kidnapped, and took each other to our surprise parties? But along the way, definitely stopped and did some Chinese fire drills. Yes, still being blindfolded. Our love of cows started in elementary school, went all the way through middle school. And of course, that led to our cow notebook and everything cow related, including our best friend's cow figurines, which, yes, I still have. And how can I forget us laughing till we cry or squeaking, which of course we do opposite each other, because what else would we do being best friends? I love you so much, and I know we don't get to see each other as often anymore, but now we just have our best friend weekends when we get in touch together, or there's always the hour to 2 hour long phone calls I look forward to all the time. We never miss a beat. I love you so much, and I hope you have the best birthday ever. Love you, Sarah.
Hey Sarah, welcome to the Dirty 30 Club. We commies are growing right up. Can't believe how long it's been since college, and now we're 30. But we're still pretty awesome. So I can't really pick out a set memory or time or anything like that of you and of us. But you are literally the sweetest person and part of the sweetest family ever. You, Mom, Dad, everybody is just so amazing. You made my Keuka life amazing. Kind of connected, I guess, sophomore, junior year-ish. I couldn't be more grateful for that, to spend that much time with you, and even after college. I love you so much. I hope you have the greatest birthday. Welcome to the club. I love you, and I can't wait to see you. You rock, my little sister Sarah. Mwah. I love you.
Hi Sarah, Winston and I wanted to wish you a happy 30th birthday.
Happy birthday, Sarah. I can't believe we're already turning 30. Oh my gosh. I feel like it was just yesterday when we were at Davis Hall, exploding peeps in your microwave, rooming together in Harrington and dressing up as maids for Halloween, going out on Thursday nights to O'Leary's and singing Don't Stop Believing and Lady Gaga. So many more memories and great times. Thanks for being such a great friend and always being there. Hope you have an amazing day.
Hi Sarah!
Hi, happy birthday!
Happy birthday! We decided, since all of our favorite memories of you were when we were together, we would do our video together. It's only right. So we have two favorite ones that we wanted to share. The first one was when we showed up to the Fairport Food and Music Festival a la Destiny's Child with our matching outfits, military jacket and neutral tops, and decided we were going to form a girl group too. So we auditioned you for our air band.
And she actually was a pretty good air bander.
Yeah.
We rotated who was going to be drummer. We've kind of figured out a good fit.
We're all very versatile in our skills in the air band. So that is definitely one of my highlights of our shenanigans together. How about yours, Randy?
Mine was when it was bitter cold out. We had gone to the RYP Gala. You gave me a dress to wear that night that I actually ended up wearing backwards.
Sexy.
Yeah, it would have. I was doing like the Jessica Alba lookalike. And we went in that room to have Ben take a photo of us being very serious. And I remember you turning and looking at me saying, I'm really trying hard at this, but I can't tell, is my face like bitchy or serious, or
It's
am I
really
like
hard.
stuck in between?
I'm no good at it either.
So yeah, so that's our 2 favorite memories.
Poor Ben. It took about, 15 minutes before we stopped laughing and could actually take a photo, but it's a great photo. Came out perfect. Definitely worth it. So those are our favorite memories of you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Sarah! Ella and I just wanted to wish you a happy 30th year. We love you. Thank you for being such a good friend. Ella says that you were the best roommate ever. It means the world to me that you took such good care of them when I wasn't here, when you lived with us. We miss you, and we hope that you have the best birthday. Can't wait to celebrate. Happy birthday.
Hey, Sarah. Your wonderful, loving boyfriend has asked us to do a little bit of a recording for you for your birthday and tell a story. So I've been trying to think of one to tell and not really coming up with anything because I feel like we still have a lot of stories our way, seeing as how we're going to be living together for another year, yay. But one that comes to mind most recently is the night of our first party when we were trying to get everything together and you were shaking your entire body along with our picture of booze. I think that we'll have to recreate that one this weekend, but otherwise I would say that we still have a long way to go and some really cool things to experience together. So glad you're my roommate and happy birthday.
I hope your birthday went well or is going well depending on when you're watching this video. A lot's happened over the last 4 years and I think I can honestly say that I don't know if I could sit in front of just anybody for 8 hours a day, every single day, and listen to the same song on repeat, sometimes for multiple days at a time. On top of all the other ridiculous stuff that we've done, cheers to you and cheers to many more memories to come. Now I think we should go grab some munchies, maybe even catch a drag show.
So John wanted me to give a good story for Sarah, and as much as I want to give like something funny and not so much mushy, I feel like I'm gonna give something mushy because I feel like Sarah is just one of the kindest, sweetest, most generous people I know. So bear with me, I guess. So my memory is of this one time when a group of us from Dixon went running after work. We have trails outside of our building that go all the way up to Woodcliff, and it's a pretty steep incline to get to the top. So there were maybe like 10 or 12 of us, and very clearly there was a separation between the really fast runners who were gonna get there really, really quick, and like the slowpokes. Me, obviously, I was in the slowpoke group. But there was this one coworker of ours who kind of made it pretty clear that she was gonna run like just for the beginning of it, and then she decided to walk. And I can't blame her because that was like a ridiculously steep trail. So anyway, she walked. She was at the end kind of our slow group, and Sarah, who is like one of the fastest runners I know, made it a point to kind of lay back, and she ended up walking most of it with this coworker of ours. And I think that's just so representative of her generous spirit, her kind heart. She puts others before she puts her needs, her wants before herself. She's just bomb. I love her to bits. And I think that story is one of many that show how awesome she is, how sweet, how kind she is, how much she wants to make people feel good about themselves. And as someone who's older than her, I feel like I have a lot to learn from her. So yeah, Sarah's pretty dope. That's it.
I remember when I was in a bar, I was in Cure, and I was sitting at the bar, and I got a text message from John. And it was early in your relationship. And like the first day maybe of before you were even in a relationship, and he was like, oh my gosh, like it was during Jazz Fest, and he's like, we were trying to make plans, he's like, I'm just sitting with Sarah and I can't believe how beautiful she looks. It's a golden hour. And I appreciated that he like was like, it was like photographer, videographer language, and I was like, I understand. And he's like, she looks so beautiful, and I just can't believe how beautiful she is. And I'm just like seeing these texts roll in, and he's like mooning over you 100%. I was like, this is very sweet. And so that's my memory of you via him. I hope you're having a great birthday.
My favorite Sarah story, or moment with Sarah rather, is this past St. Patrick's Day when we went to the Hibernians. Is that where? Okay, yes. We went to the Hibernians room at the hotel, and John and Pete got very drunk, very fast. And we spent the whole day drinking beer, being freezing, because it's like 16 degrees out. And then, of course, finding somewhere with soft pretzels and beer, more beer. And it was just really fun, because usually I hang out with the boys, and with Sarah, I get to have a girl alongside me. So I'm looking forward to many more double dates.
Sarah and I have this thing we always say to each other. It's that we're the same, except for the me. I'm not sure exactly how it started, but it comes from the fact that we have so many shared interests, a lot of similarities. We have so much in common, except for one big exception, which is that she's a vegetarian and I definitely am not. I say all of that because when we first started dating, the way we approached our relationship was so similar to the point where we maybe could have never happened had one of us not finally said how we felt. We kept our feelings very close to the chest. We met at work, and I think we both wanted to be absolutely certain that the other person felt the same way that the other person did. So our first date, we went to this bar that we both really liked called Tap and Mallet. We had a few drinks, had a great time, spent several hours there. The date ended, and still no real clarity on where the other person felt. It could have just been a date, or it might have just been a friendly get-together. Neither one of us really knew. Our next date, we went on a walk. It was Sarah, Moosey, and I. And she was super sweet to Moosey, and we had a great time, and we talked and talked and talked. But still, we never really discussed how we felt about each other. So then we start planning our next date, and we decide that there's this soccer game that was going on that I really wanted to watch. And so we decide that we'll go to one bar to get a drink beforehand, and then afterwards we'll grab a drink at this other bar. So that's what we do. We go to this one bar called Rocco, we have a drink, and we talk for hours, and we totally lose track of time. I eventually look at my phone to see what time it is, and I realize that it is way past kickoff for when the soccer game was supposed to start. So I point that out to Sarah. We quickly finish up our drinks that we had, and then we head over to Brickwood. But by the time we get there, the game was over. So she was very apologetic, and she kept apologizing over and over and over again, to the point where I had to finally say, don't worry about it. I would much rather hang out with you than watch a soccer game. She's like, oh, okay, well, that's really nice. But I could tell she was skeptical. So I reiterate it, and I take it one step further, and I say, I would rather hang out with you than watch a Bills game. She was like, no way, there's no way that's true. So I was like, I really need to hit home this point. And so I eventually say that I would rather hang out with her than watch a Buffalo Bills playoff game, which, as a side note, I'm not sure I could actually handle missing that. But I said it, and her reaction was huge, and she was thinking, what does that mean? You can't make a statement like that and not explain how you're feeling. So I realized that I had kind of put myself in a corner. I tried to wiggle out of it and avoid saying how I felt, but I knew I had to lay it all out there. So I did. I told her that what it meant was that I really liked her and I loved spending time with her. And when she responded and said that she felt the same, it was an amazing feeling. It was, both relief and excitement. And So we stayed at that bar for a little while longer, and as I'm walking her to her car, we're walking down Marshall Street, and I was filled with confidence of knowing where we stood and where our relationship was headed, and I couldn't wait for another date to have our first kiss. So I pulled her in close, and under a streetlight there on Marshall Street, we had our first kiss. And since then, we've grown really, really close. She's become such a huge part of my life. I know I can always rely on her. She takes such good care of Moosey and helps me out with caring for the pup. So I love her so much, and I hope she has the best 30th birthday of anyone ever. I love you, Sarah. Happy birthday.